It's really wonderful, I think, that we're joined this morning by some of the children from the Griffin Education Together School in Lucan. And I think to set the keynote for us, we've actually asked the children to say what they think about these issues. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Lena. One of the most important and useful things of being in the EU is the common currency. It is easy to travel around the EU countries as the euro is to be found in many of the EU countries. The EU has been a great support to Ireland, and Ireland is a much richer country than it was before. The EU support has been important in the new world. The EU has very rich and very poor people in all of the countries. The EU has failed to make Europe a more equal place for all its citizens. I think the right to have a good living standard should be more important for the politicians in the EU. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Akshaya. I think the EU elections in June are really important, and I hope most adults will go out and vote. There are over 40 candidates standing for the election, all with very different ideas. I hope people will take trouble to cast their votes. I'm concerned, however, about some laws being passed at the EU, which are making it more difficult for non-European and non-white people to get into the EU. I hope that the EU does not become a fortress which discriminates against non-EU citizens. Thank you.
I think that the Irish are losing some of our identity in the European Union. For example, we no longer have our own currency, and I think this is not right. Also, I am worried about the lack of democracy in the EU. The Irish voted against the Lisbon Treaty, but the EU politicians and Irish politicians are trying to make Irish people change their minds. This is undemocratic and unfair.
Good morning, my name is Oisin. The EU is trying to stop people from poorer parts of the world coming to live in the 27 countries. This is very unfair, and in my opinion it's wrong. Big companies based in the EU take money and resources from many different countries, but when the people from these countries try to follow these resources to the EU, they are forced to go back home. This is immoral. Thank you.